Happy Monday, Cyclone Fanatics. I'm Chris Williams in here with Tim Sitzmann at 1995 Northwest 86th Street in Clive. Mr. B's, we're surprising you here on a Monday.
Yeah,
we usually come on Thursdays, but guess what? You wake up to start your Monday with this face.
Have you had to do a little snow blowing, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, and it's something?
It's unbelievable. I mean, I tell you what, could move to Arizona, but what fun was that?
Yeah, I was going to bring up the fact that you got to Arizona.
Yeah.
I didn't get to go down to that ball game, and what a game it was.
It was a nice little relief, and we're talking football.
Football today, yeah.
National Signing Day is just around the corner, and I've covered recruiting since 2004. I don't really cover it full-time now, but I was doing it pretty heavy there for a while. And it's amazing to me how National Signing Day has become this holiday. That's the best way to put it. It's a holiday for college football.
It's
fans.
a big, there's a lot of fanatics in all these teams, and they're wanting their team to be more successful than ever every year. So it's become a real attention getter.
Well, and it's a positive day because nobody loses. You're all getting these new players who the coaches are saying, "Oh, this guy's going to take us somewhere."
Yeah.
And they're Baylor's even saying that.
Oh,
Northern
absolutely.
Illinois, they're excited.
Well, everybody's excited, and we should be excited as Clone fans. I think with Paul Rhodes in there and his national attention that he's drawn this year, obviously, that he's going to be getting some people interested in that program, and we're going to see some good things down the road.
Pretty decent recruiting class. Like I say, I'm not an expert on recruiting. A lot of you try and make me think that I am, but I'm not. I don't cover it full time, but from what I've looked at, when you look up and down at this roster, it looks to me like a staff that has a lot of talent, and more or less, they're pieces. They're going to fit pieces into this team that can help them right away.
Right.
With the 4 junior college guys who are already on campus, Yancey McKnight, the strength and conditioning guy at Iowa State, he told me that they've been great in the weight room.
Good.
So that's definitely a good thing. Maybe plug them in next year, not necessarily in starting roles, but they can come in and really make an impact on this football team. That's the type of class I think Iowa State has. And Tim, I know you're not a big recruiting guy either.
No, I'm not.
From the outside looking in, do you get excited about this day?
I'm very excited, and I think that Paul Rhodes is going to start homogenizing a team, putting together the kind of ball players that he sees that he needs to be competitive in the Big 12, and it's not easy. We need speed, we need strength, we need some agilities in key positions, but it is a team effort.
Yeah.
I mean, special teams win a lot of ball games, so it's not always that starter that you need. You need athleticism. And I know that the enthusiasm that Paul's brought into the program in just 1 year, it's been amazing. I mean, we're 7-6. We're going into a tough year next year. You look at that schedule.
Brutal.
And I say, bring on some players.
Yeah.
We need to be competitive, and he's going to have to. Obviously, he's smart into the ball game. And understanding it, he's going to have to bring in some athletes that he knows can compete in the Big 12.
I think that next year's Iowa State offense is going to be a night and day difference from what you saw this past season. I know a lot of people got down on Austin Arnott at the end of last year, but I think that from conversations I've had, I know, and we said this during bowl practices too, but Coach Herman's quarterbacks, they generally take a year to really figure things out, and I'm hoping that the same is going to be with Austin. I think the key to the offense, Tim, I cannot overstate how much of a key I think this is. They got to find a second running back.
Right.
They need somebody who they can plug in to be effective to help out Alexander Robinson, because last year Jeremiah Schwartz, he didn't fumble the ball, he didn't kill you, but he really didn't help you either. Right. They got to find that second guy to really break some plays.
Well, you look at top programs in the country, and their running back position maybe 3, 4, 5 deep.
Yeah.
They have players that are freshmen that are ready to run when they come in, but the depth is important because injuries play a key part. When you're playing 12-game schedules, it's very difficult to keep that running back healthy the whole season without having a replacement to get him in and out of there and rest him. And so you're right on there. I think the running game in all programs is very essential especially at Iowa State, for Arnott to come into his own and understanding the offense and what he should do. That running game can be very crucial.
Yeah, and offensive line I think will be there. I think it's going to be a solid line.
Yeah, I agree.
Ben Lamach moving over to center, I don't think we'll see a drop-off there at all. He could be an NFL prospect before it's all said and done at that position. Tim, Thanks for hanging out with me on a Monday. It's good to see you at the start of the week.
It's good to be with you always, Chris, and it's good to talk football. And I know we're in basketball season, but what great things we have to look for when we get to August of 10 and looking at the football
For
team.
sure. And what's going on at the store? Do you have spring stuff out yet? When does that happen?
We're getting spring stuff all the time, and we're still in the middle of our semi-annual sale. And
Okay.
I'd like to invite all you fans to come on in and say hello to me. I would love to have you.
All right.
1995 Northwest 86th Street in Clive, Iowa.
In Clive, Iowa. Beautiful Clive, Iowa. The pride and joy of Clive, Iowa is Mr. B's.
Love to have you come in.
Come clothe yourself, your wife, your husband, whoever's out there watching. They got everything for you here at Mr. B's. For Tim Sitzmann, I'm Chris Williams. We got press conference coverage coming up later today at CycloneFanatic.com.